What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the Justice League movie. So by now you all should have seen Justice League movie multiple times because most of my subscribers support DC and support Warner Brothers in the sense of Justice League. Me personally, I've seen it 3 times. I think it's an amazing movie. But let's get into this video. So we all know there's a massive petition going around. It's got over 120,000 names who have signed the petition, but personally I don't ever think we're going to see the Zack Snyder cut. Why? Because if we were, Warner Brothers would wanted that in the first place. So basically what happened was there was an accident with a family member in Zack Snyder's family, so he had to step away from the movie. Originally I thought this was the case. Okay, factually that did happen. But did Zack Snyder have a confrontation with Warner Brothers? Because it appears that Warner Brothers just didn't like his cut from what everyone is saying. And why do I say this? Because you have lots of people coming out saying they want to see the Zack Snyder cut. We've even got Ben Affleck's stunt double saying supporting the petition. Zack Snyder himself supports the petition. There's a lot of people on Vero and stuff. He's liking it, which seems to support. Zack Snyder's son is even asking for it. Yes, his own son is asking for the cut, and he doesn't like the way Warner Brothers has treated the whole situation. So he said this: on a more serious note, I did enjoy the movie, although it is clearly not what it could have been due to the meddling of Warner Brothers and the forced comedy. Now, what does he mean by this? Well, we all know, if you've watched the movie, the opening scene where Batman has got, he's like vintage Batman, he's got the burglar, but strange enough, he says Alfred's name in front of the burglar, but let's not go into that. Supposedly, this scene was supposed to be a comedy scene. Now, Justice League, if you know Zack Snyder, I mean, personally, if you were to watch Man of Steel, watch Batman vs Superman, then watch Justice League, and ask someone, did the same person direct all movies? I'm pretty 100% sure everyone would say, no, what, the third movie was not produced by the same directors as the other. So Zack Snyder is known for visually stunning effects. So if this was a Zack Snyder movie, the whole Superman upper lip thing would not have happened. He wouldn't allowed it to happen. I think they should have used prosthetics, and that would have come out much nicer. So when his son says forced comedy, it's stuff like that. Okay, yes, some of it, the do you bleed scene when Superman said it, but that's a line from Batman vs Superman. The runtime was my biggest gripe with the movie, so this movie should have been 3 hours long. So let's break this down. The movie was 2 hours 1 minute with credits. So let's say originally the movie was 100% Zack Snyder, 3 hours, that's 100%. Then we take away 1 hour, okay, that's 33% taken. Then we reshoot some of Zack Snyder original shots. So I would say literally this movie is probably 50% Zack Snyder. And then it goes on to say, with events that should take a long time over in a flash, but still definitely a fun movie to watch, and I recommend it. So let's read it in one go. On a serious note, I did enjoy the movie, although it is clearly not what it could have been due to the meddling of Warner Brothers and the forced comedy. The runtime was my biggest gripe with the movie, with events that should take a long time. Should take a long time to go over. So basically he's on about the Aquaman scene, I guess. Kind of, we get introduced to Mira, introduced to Aquaman, and we're thinking, what's going on here? Unless you're a comic book fan, you have no idea why Mira is saying that you didn't take your throne. The Flash, no backstory. Cyborg, no backstory. I mean, I love the movie. I've watched it 3 times. I'm going to keep going to watch it. I'm not hating on the movie. I'm just saying that it appears that Zack Snyder is supporting the petition, his son's supporting the petition, and if his own flesh and blood, his son's supporting it, how much more information do we need to know that his son obviously knows the original cut? He would have spoke to his dad, so his son has gone on record, his son would know exactly what was supposed to be in it. So Zack Snyder is supporting the kind of agenda against Warner Brothers. But let's not make this into a rant video. We do know that Zack Snyder and Deb Snyder are working on Wonder Woman 2, just like they worked on Wonder Woman 1. So Deborah Snyder was present in the UK press junket So we know that they're on good terms with Warner Brothers. So I can't understand why they just can't show us the extended cut. But I understand why, because the problem is the normal cut had Darkseid appearing at the end, and they'd have to retcon the whole Deathstroke, Lex Luthor post-credit scene. So guys, I think at the best case scenario, we're going to get to see the deleted scenes, but we're not going to get them factually in the sequence they would most be shown in. Maybe we'll get some of them, as long as they don't conflict with what's going to happen post-Justice League. But guys, let me know, do you think Zack Snyder does support it? I mean, I'll overlay an image during this video. You can see where he's liking the kind of the petition. There's so many people coming out supporting the petition. The Justice League cast members all support Zack Snyder. That's why they kept saying it's a Zack Snyder movie, and that's why I believed them. But obviously they were doing that because they weren't trying to tarnish it, because as soon as you put Joss Whedon's name to a movie, it becomes a comedy joke. I mean, supposedly Joss Whedon has been sacked from the Batgirl movie, so make that what you like. There's lots of conspiracy theories. We're not about conspiracy theories here, but I just think Zack Snyder's movie should be shown in the way it's supposed to be shown. Anyway guys, please like, subscribe and comment. Let me know what you think of this video. I know it's a bit of a rant video. I don't normally do this, but I feel strongly that we need to get out of this. Like in the last video, I will put a link to the petition so we can get up to 150,000 petitions it needs. But to be honest guys, it's not going to make any difference. Warner Brothers will have the final word. Although Zack Snyder's work is in it, Warner Brothers own it. He worked for them, so it's their property. But guys, we will catch you in our notification squad down below. Hit the button down below, and we will catch you in another video guys very soon. Catch ya later.